Today we live in a society that praises work and never-ending activity. At the same time, rest and recovery are looked down upon. Because of this collective societal thinking, we push ourselves to get even more things done, whether it's for work or hobbies. I believe that you at least once felt like you were not active or working hard enough, and you asked yourself this question: why am I so lazy? But were you really being lazy? Or could it be that you were just tired from too much activity? It's important that you understand the difference between laziness and exhaustion. This is John, and this is Mike. Both of them are college students, and yesterday they had a day off, free to do anything they wanted. Let's take a look at how their day went. Neither of them studied for the upcoming exam. Neither of them bothered going to the gym to exercise. And neither Mike nor John tried to work on any of their goals or hobbies. Instead, they both played video games on their computers and watched TV for almost the whole day. At the end of the day, they both said to themselves, "God, I'm so lazy." And you could probably agree with them. But let's take a look at the bigger picture. John has been getting bad grades since the beginning of the semester, as he never really studies. He also never exercised in his entire life and has no goals or hobbies to work on whatsoever. Most of his days are spent mindlessly watching TV, surfing the internet, or playing video games for hours. So on his free day, he just did what he does pretty much every single day. He is indeed what you would call lazy. But Mike is actually quite the opposite. On his regular day, he always exercises first thing in the morning, and he makes sure to study for hours. He also likes to spend his spare time on a goal of becoming a DJ, as that is his passion. And he does all this while working a part-time job to save up money. He is the opposite of lazy. In fact, you could say he's extremely productive. On his free day, Mike was simply too tired to be his usual self. He was exhausted and burned out from constant activity, and he needed a break. However, at the end of the day, he labeled himself as a lazy failure because he felt like he should have been productive. On the outside, both laziness and exhaustion look pretty much the same. The person in question doesn't feel like doing much, and if we don't know their full story, we're quick to pass judgment. But for example, if someone is ill, we don't assume the person is lazy or slothful. We understand that they need to rest so they can recover faster. It's the same with exhaustion. We require days where we are not as occupied and we just relax instead. But we also need regular breaks in our normal productive days if we want to sustain high performance. However, choosing to rest rather than keep on working can sometimes lead to feelings of guilt and unease. Just as it's easy to judge others and flag them as lazy, it's also easy to mark yourself as lazy. Now, it's important to understand the difference between laziness and exhaustion, as they require opposing solutions. So, what's the difference? When someone is lazy, they are unwilling to do any kind of work. They have the energy to go and get stuff done if they want to, but because they lack self-discipline, they avoid doing anything that requires effort. When someone is tired, they have the discipline and the motivation to do the work, but because they rarely let themselves take breaks, they lack the energy to go and do it. They simply can't sustain their performance. If you're lazy, the solution is to take action. If you're tired, you need to take a break and relax. The problem becomes when the solutions get mixed up. Some people are just lazy, but they fool themselves into thinking they need a break. What happens is they just prolong their laziness. However, people who are exhausted and tired also make the mistake thinking they're lazy. And they end up taking more action because they believe that's the solution. Sadly, the result is that they end up even more tired. This is why it's necessary to first determine in which category you fall in. All the habit strategies in the world will not work if you're too tired, stressed out, or overwhelmed by all the work that's coming at you. and it's pointless to keep on going in this state as you'll just produce suboptimal results. Also, if you're lazy, it doesn't matter how much rest you get. You won't get anything done if you don't start taking even the smallest steps towards your goals. This is why it's important to balance the two. If you're currently stressing out too much, take a 5 to 10 minute break for every 45 minutes of activity. You don't just deserve it, you need it. If you're currently idle and you're slacking off, for every 45 minutes of rest, work on your goals for 5 to 10 minutes. Some progress is better than no progress at all. I want to end this video by saying that we shouldn't label others as lazy, especially if we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. The person in question might be extremely productive, just elsewhere. Also, we shouldn't be so quick to judge ourselves for taking a break. We're not machines, and we actually perform better if we allow ourselves to be lazy once in a while. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, press that like button. Also, if you'd like to help support this channel, I've set up a support page where you can buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. Every tiny donation counts as it allows me to keep on making these videos. Thank you so much for your support, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on a chance to become better than yesterday.